Hi there guys, welcome to How to Succeed with Solo Ads Part 10. Now in this entire training series, I'm going to share with you guys how to set up everything from A to Z and what kind of traffic sources to run, which is generally we are using Solo Ads. But of course, I'll share with you some of my top recommended Solo Ad vendors for you to start achieving positive ROI whenever you're using Solo Ads in terms of building your email list. Now in the part 9 of this entire training series, which is the previous part, I also mentioned to you guys about the preferred email autoresponder, which is AWeber, and a kind of plan to go about doing that. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys the technical setup of your AWeber account. Topic of today's discussion, AWeber technical setup. Now the very first thing that we need to do is how to verify the domain within AWeber. Now verifying your domain is very important because that is where we are going to start in terms of setting up your DKIM records. Now the next thing we'll talk about is how to verify your email address as well. Why? Because you need to prove to AWeber that this email address belongs to you with the associated domain. The third thing will be in terms of creating a list, and this will be the 3 parts that we'll be discussing today. And in tomorrow's video, we will continue our discussion with what to do with email automation as well as email broadcast. Over here, this is one of my students' AWeber account. The moment you log into your AWeber account, it will automatically create a list based on the name that you have. All right, a student of mine is called Lawrence. All right, Lawrence list. First thing you need to do, head over to list options, and from there, click on list settings. Now, over here, list settings, they'll have things like your from, name, and address. And you see this link over here called manage email addresses. So click on that. Right, so this is where they'll ask you to add a new email address. Now this is assuming that you already have purchased a domain with Bluehost and created that associated email address within Bluehost. Alright, so assuming this email address that I have is called Benjamin at sayby9to5.com. Alright, sayby9to5.com. Now sayby9to5.com is a domain that I have already authenticated within AWeber, which is my own personal AWeber account. Right. However, my email address is not benjamin at sayby9to5.com. Sorry for the typo error, yeah? Okay. So let's click on send verification. Now this is where they'll ask you to go to the inbox of this email address, assuming that this is your real email address with your associated domain. You will receive an email from AWeber and click on the link there to verify this email address. And once you're done, click on done. Alright, so from there, they will automatically say that, oh, this DKIM record, in this case, it is already lighted because I already authenticated it with AWeber. Alright. However, for your case, it should be something like in gray. So what you need to do then is to click on setup instructions. Alright. Now when you click on setup instructions, let's go to this particular domain over here to view the DNS records. Now this is where they will give you things like the 3 CNAME records that you need to add into it. So heading over to your Bluehost account, again, this is one of my students' account, which is the same Lawrence's account. Go under domains and start scrolling down until you see these advanced tools. So expand it. Under advanced DNS records, click on manage and click on continue. So from here, this is where you're going to add the CNAME records. Now, Bluehost has already separated their DNS records according to the A records, the CNAME, the MX records, TXT records, the SRV records, so on and so forth. So what we need to do is to head over to under the CNAME records. And from here, you can put in, like, for example, the first CNAME record will be AWeber underscore key underscore A, so on and so forth. Click on this button over here and paste it into this column here. And go back again to here, copy this record over here and paste it over to here. Alright. Then followed by the second record. Repeat the same process again for all the new 3 CNAME records, which in this case, I will not be doing that because we already completed the 3 CNAME records for my student's case here. Once you have done so, remember to click on the refresh button, and if all the 3 records shows that it's installed, that means your DKIM is already properly set up. Like for example, how do you know whether DKIM is set up? You will see that this thing is lighted up with a tick. And at the same time, it will state that the email address that you have, the custom DKIM, is already turned on. Now the next thing that we'll talk about is how to create a list within your AWeber account. So head over to the main page of AWeber. Scrolling down, you will see that this is where all the list is. Alright, hit on create a new list. And this is where you can put in your company's name. Like for example, you can put your name followed by the word company, like something like this, Benjamin company. All right, something like this. Website or Facebook business page, entirely optional, it doesn't really matter. The address that you'll be using at the bottom of it, just choose the correct address, click on next. Now over here, they ask you for your list name. So what I suggest for you guys is to put down there Leadpages leads. All right, Leadpages leads, then copy the whole thing and paste it under the list description as well. Choose the from name and the email address that you want to send. So for this case, of course, you put in your real name, and since you have already verified the email address that's associated with the domain, so over here, click on the drop-down menu, you will see that particular one that you want to use. Then followed by click on next. Now over here, this is where they ask you to choose an approved subject now or request for a custom one. This is the one that they are asking you to do the double opt-in. So just choose any one of these because it really doesn't matter. Then from there, click on create list. Once you have created that list, for example, let's say we talk about this list from Leadpages. Okay, this is a list that we have already created for my students' account. Now remember, in the previous process, we talked about how to remove away this double opt-in. So again, what you need to do is to go over to the correct list over here, click on list settings. Go under confirmation message. And from here, scroll down. This button, as well as the third button, by default is being turned on. However, because you are in the AWeber Pro account, you can choose to turn off these two buttons. So make sure all these three are being turned off to prevent the double opt-in. Remember guys, when you're using SoloS as your traffic source, it's basically a numbers game. And from there, we need that quantity of numbers to play this game, simply put. So there's really no need for you to turn on double opt-in. And unfortunately, a lot of people who are using AWeber is not even aware that there is this feature that could be used to reduce their cost per lead and increase the number of subscribers that they have. Before I end this entire training video, I have this special promotion to share with you guys because a lot of people have feedback to me that they're interested to master just email marketing from myself, but they are looking for something which is a cheaper alternative compared to my Inner Circle program. So this is where I'd like to introduce you guys to my one-on-one email marketing, all right, specifically just email marketing mentorship program. Now this is where you will enjoy 8 one-on-one 2 hours each of Zoom session, all right? So it's 8 sessions at 2 hours of one-on-one coaching. And the objective of this entire session, something ended, is to achieve a minimum of 10,000 United States dollar per month with just email marketing. So these are some of the testimonials. Scroll down all the way, you can see some video testimonials as well. Now, this course of 8 sessions, I'm going currently at 1997 USD compared to my Inner Circle, which is 4997 USD. However, the main difference between this program and my Inner Circle is this program, you will just end the entire sessions after 8 times. For my Inner Circle, I'm going to work with you guys perpetually until you achieve that minimum 5,000 per month for consecutively 3 months. That is the main difference. So for some of you guys who are really looking at just learning email marketing from myself, you might want to consider to proceed to the link below this video to check out on these 8 sessions of one-on-one coaching program. However, importantly, please remember to book a complimentary Zoom session with myself before you enroll. So clicking on this green color button, it will bring you to this page over here, and this is where you can book my schedule. We can discuss about your email marketing goals, what are the things that you wish to achieve, so on and so forth, and let's see whether I'm able to help you with my current knowledge. Okay guys, so see you in the next recording.